When you think of Colombo's skyline, you can't miss it, right? That huge Lotus Tower.
Salem Kaluna, yeah. Right there beside Bear Lake. Well, it's more than just a structure.
Oh, absolutely. It feels like a real symbol, capturing Sri Lanka's heritage, but also looking, towards the future.
Exactly that. Heritage and ambition all rolled into one design.
And it is tall. I mean, tallest self-supported structure in South Asia. That's quite a feat of engineering.
It really is. But it's not just about the height, is it? It's this whole mixed-use hub now.
Right. Telecommunications, sure, but also entertainment, dining, culture, like a little slice of modern Sri Lanka.
So for this deep dive, we're looking at, well, why should someone actually visit? What makes it compelling?
Let's start with the design itself.
Yeah.
That lotus shape is everywhere in Sri Lankan culture.
Deeply significant, yeah. The lotus flower, it stands for purity, enlightenment, prosperity, even development.
You really see that in the tower. The base, they call it a lotus throne.
A nod to Buddhist heritage, definitely. And then the tower itself sort of unfurls upwards like a bloom.
Like a really elegant concept, I think, blending tradition and, well, very modern architecture.
And the scale is just, wow, 356 meters? That's what, 168 feet?
Yeah, massive. It held some pretty high rankings globally when it was finished. Number 11 in Asia, 19th worldwide for towers like this.
And it took a while to build. A whole decade, wasn't it? Started 2012, finally opened in September 2022.
That steel over concrete structure was probably key for something this tall and, with so many different uses inside.
Definitely an ambitious project.
Now, building it wasn't entirely smooth sailing. There was the funding side.
Right, mostly a big loan from the Exim Bank of China, around 85%.
Yeah, and the rest from the TRCSL, Sri Lanka's telecom regulator. But it did attract some criticism, didn't it?
It did. The white elephant label got thrown around. There were delays, some controversy around the initial inauguration in 2019, too, about funds, though the companies involved denied wrongdoing.
Yeah, those kinds of projects often face scrutiny. There was even talk recently about changing the name because of political links.
But the key thing now, I think, is that it is functional. It's open, it's popular, it's become a real landmark.
Okay, so for visitors, the big ticket item has to be the observation deck.
Oh, absolutely. You take these super fast elevators, like 7 meters a second, apparently.
Wow, up to the 29th floor. That's 244 meters up.
And the view. It's just stunning, 360 degrees. You see all of Colombo laid out.
Bear Lake, Galley Face Green, Port City, the ocean. Must be amazing at night, too, with all the lights.
Day or night, it's spectacular. And I think there's potential for an open-air section up there, too. Plus comfy seating.
They're even adding adventure stuff. They had international base jumpers back in May 2024.
I saw that. Pretty wild.
And get this, the proper bungee jumping is planned for January 2025 with Go Bungee. Could be the world's highest tower jump.
Seriously, that's ambitious. Shows they're really trying to broaden the appeal, bring in thrill seekers.
Definitely. Okay, let's talk food.
Yeah.
Because you can dine way up high, too.
The Blue Orbit Revolving Restaurant, that's on the 27th floor.
Sri Lanka's first revolving restaurant, right?
Yeah.
Does a full circle every hour.
That's the one. Run by the citrus chain. And it's an international buffet.
What kind of food?
All sorts, really. Sri Lankan, Indian, Chinese, Italian, continental. Think sushi, curries, nice desserts like tiramisu, plus cocktails, wine, the usual.
That's popular. Need to book.
Definitely need reservations. The number mentioned online is 07654441111, and it's smart casual dress. Price-wise, packages including tower entry seem to be around 70 to 100 US dollars, or like LKR 9,000.
Okay, good to know. Are there other, maybe more casual options?
Yeah, down on the ground floor, there's a public food court and an ice cream lab, plus some other cafes and a pub or place called Lotus 15.
So options for different budgets and tastes.
Exactly. Makes it more accessible.
And besides views and food, what else is inside? Seems packed.
It really is. On the ground floor, there's Pixel Bloom. That's an interactive digital art thing. Pretty cool. Then there's a gaming arena or esports arena, banquet halls like the Cosmic Hall, a conference center.
Practical stuff, too.
Souvenir shop, naturally.
Yeah.
Office spaces on the first floor, an innovation center, technology trial zones.
And that Lotus 15 place you mentioned.
Yeah, it seems to have a kids' play zone, the pubber, and even an open-air theater area.
Wow. And future plans, too. Ferris wheel, zip line.
Seems like they're still adding things. It really is trying to be this multifaceted destination, not just a viewpoint.
And then there's the tower at night. The lights.
Oh, yeah, the LEDs, apparently 20,000 of them. They create these amazing dynamic color shows.
They do themed lighting for events too, right?
Yeah,
And New Year's Eve fireworks must be something else.
absolutely. And it's become a venue itself. Concerts, I think Sean and Sanka played there, even the Gypsy Kings apparently. Festivals, cultural ceremonies like Pirith, even sports events.
So it's really integrated itself into the city's life.
Definitely. That nighttime glow and its role as an event space really cemented as a central landmark.
So pulling it all together, it feels like it's become this powerful symbol, doesn't it? National culture, progress, maybe even resilience.
I think so. It's undeniably changed Colombo's skyline and become a real point of pride, and the visitor numbers show it's working.
Yeah, 1.6 million locals and over 60,000 international tourists by early 2024. That's significant.
And apparently generating decent revenue, too, paying loose rentals back to the TRCSL. So, financially viable now, it seems.
It's quite the turnaround from those early white elephant criticisms.
It shows how these things can evolve, doesn't it? Into key tourism drivers and symbols of, well, dynamism.
Right, so if someone is planning a visit, practical stuff. Location.
It's at Dr. Wijewardana Mawatha, Colombo 10. Right near Bear Lake, hard to miss. Easy enough by public transport, taxi, ride-sharing. Parking's available, too.
Opening hour.
Generally 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. weekdays and stays open an hour later till 11 p.m. on weekends. But always best to check.
And tickets. How much?
Prices differ for locals and tourists. For tourists, it's around $20 for adults and kids, usually covering the observation deck and maybe Pixel Bloom. Locals pay much less in rupees. Combo tickets are available. Best bet is probably the official website, colombolotustower.lk. Or call them, maybe 074-201-9743. You usually buy standard tickets at the gate, though some third-party bookings exist, and it is wheelchair accessible.
Any quick tips for visiting?
Maybe go late afternoon to catch sunset and see the city transition tonight. Book dining ahead, especially Blue Orbit. Dress smart, casual for the restaurant. Bring a camera, obviously. Oh, and it can get windy up top.
Good point. Maybe consider an express pass if you're short on time. And they have a cloakroom, which is handy.
Hall sounds pretty straightforward.
So, wrapping up, the Lotus Tower really does seem like a must-visit in Colombo. It offers this unique blend of experiences.
Absolutely. You've got the architecture, the cultural meaning, those incredible views, the unique dining, the digital art, all the entertainment, and its status as a national symbol.
It really covers a lot of ground, doesn't it? A definite highlight. So the final thought might be, how often do you get to see a city? Really see it from that kind of perspective?
It's a unique viewpoint, for sure.
Yeah.
Worth adding to the itinerary for some lasting memories of Colombia.